A Wichita man receives a sentence of life in prison without the possibility of parole for 25 years for the murder of his mother. Last year, Devin Joel pled guilty to first-degree murder, kidnapping, and robbery in the 2023 murder of Casey Joel. Before the sentence, his sister spoke before the court about the trauma she's been through since the murder.
I constantly cried about how terrified she must have been, how alone and helpless she must have felt, and how heartbroken she must have been. What was going through her head, and probably wondering why the little boy she first raised in love was violently attacking her.
Joel was caught after he was seen running from that scene.